JT Krul. How many interviews is this for you? Like 10?
I don't know, but I think I get like a glass set or something now. Don't I get a keychain or something?
You get a Furby.
Okay.
It'll be in the mail.
Okay.
Ian will send it to you. So how's the con treating you?
It's great. You know, San Diego's, I mean, it's a zoo, but it's just exciting and getting everybody out here to come and see all the stuff we got planned. I was able to sit in on a couple of the DC New 52 panels and just, you know, packed houses, and just everybody seems really excited about what's coming down the pipe with in September with all the new books. So it's great. Just a lot of energy.
Yeah, I've been over at the DC booth here, and they're getting a lot of attention, and it seems to be one of the more fun booths to be checking out this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not only with the comics, but also they kind of designed the booth a little differently this year, and it feels more open. And they got the cool like Arkham City stuff they got going on for the new video game, and showing the Batman teaser trailer for The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, there's just a lot of cool stuff. So it's but yeah, it's been cool. And they even got like the whole iPad section over there you can check out like the digital comics and how that app's gonna work and everything. So it's just but yeah, it's been pretty crazy here.
All right, cool. So the second issue of Deadman and the Flying Graysons came out this week. Pretty good. How's that whole thing working out for you?
It's great, you know, just being able to kind of play around in kind of that alternate universe and just kind of take characters that we all kind of know and love and kind of twist them a little bit and kind of show them in a different light. And you know, at the end of 2, spoiler alert if you haven't read it, but Starfire shows up, you know, and she's not exactly a hero in this world. So
came out of nowhere. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. You know, I felt like, you know, in this other world where the heroes are just kind of in a different realm, and the whole notion is the Justice League never came together, and that means that the Titans never came together. And if Starfire crashed on the planet and she was, you know, she used to be a slave, and where would she gravitate towards? And the Amazons made perfect sense for her to be part of that. And she's such a kick-ass, cool character, and just, you know, she would be the, you know, the big dog they'd bring in to, you know, to basically burn a city to the ground when you need to find something. So. All
right. So you haven't been doing Green Arrow for a while, taking a break, but you're coming back to it with the New 52, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When we started working on the New 52 stuff for September, I was doing that. We were kind of prepping for that, so we were already working on that. And so I was working on Green Arrow for the fall and Captain Atom. And because DC was going to let me get to issue 100 in Teen Titans, which was really cool, we're double shipping that in July and August. So I just had a lot of work, and the Flashpoint book. So there's just a lot of stuff going on, and it just worked out schedule-wise for me to just kind of, you know, pull out for those 3 months. And I still got to end, you know, issue 12 in Green Arrow was kind of like the end of the Brightest Day storyline in there. So it's a nice story arc for me, a nice year-long run on it. So we just pull out for a couple issues, and then I'll be back, you know, with the new issue number 1 in September.
All right, so I've heard that the new Green Arrow series, is it going to take place kind of after that, or is it completely different?
Well, I mean, Ollie's a little younger in this. It's kind of, we're kind of just going in a little bit of a different direction, so it's actually earlier. Oliver Queen, he's got a secret identity. No one knows he's Green Arrow. He's still involved with the company. He actually, in Queen Industries, he's got his own little division called Q Core, and it's kind of like the Apple of the DC universe. And so we have like the Q Pad and the Q Phone, and you're going to kind of see that sprinkle out through the DC universe. But so he still kind of runs that company, and it kind of has that drive to kind of help people through technology in that respect, but also he's kind of got his own agenda as Green Arrow, and kind of for a more hands-on approach. So it's really much kind of almost like a little bit of a James Bond type story. I mean, we're amping up the technology he uses, the trick arrows or advanced arrows or whatever we want to call it, and kind of have a lot of fun with that. And going with that, in terms of the villains he faces, we're really kind of, you know, bringing up the threat level. So he's really kind of going up against some formidable foes. So.
Well, that brings up a question. Is Ollie going to be able to download his own book the day it comes out?
Absolutely. If I know Oliver Queen, he has some people in his entourage that can probably get an early sneak peek at it. So he probably already has all the New 52 right now.
All right. Well, I know nothing about Captain Atom. What can you tell me?
Captain Atom is Nathaniel Adam, an Air Force pilot, and he volunteers for an experiment, and something goes horribly awry, which kind of happens when you do that sort of thing. But essentially, he gets imbued with these almost godlike powers. It's almost limitless on what he can do, and what we're really kind of play with the New 52 and the #1 issue in September is we're really going to play with this notion of how his powers affect him and how it changes who he is and his view on the world and how he interacts with the world, because he's kind of coping with the powers as much as he's utilizing the powers. And it's all this sense of kind of isolating him from the rest of humanity, because once you get to that power level, if you have the power of a god, like how do you relate to the rest of the world? How do you relate to humanity? How do you relate to people? And then are you even a person anymore? Are you even a human anymore? So it's a very different type of book than I've done before. Freddie Williams is doing the art for it, and it's looking fantastic. And it's really a different kind of book. It's got a very kind of science fiction element to it. So it's I couldn't be happier with how it's turning out.
So are you starting up in the ground with that one? Is that almost like a new origin for him, or is it taken off already in place?
It's not a new origin thing. We're really kind of hitting the ground running, and we really want to just grow up because we're not, with the new 52, it's not so much as, it's just a matter of just honing into the core of the character. So everybody's going to be who they are when they start out. So, I mean, from page 1, or technically page 2, it's Captain Adam's there. He's on the scene, and we just kind of, introduce him to, current readers and new readers, and just kind of start building his world out from there. So it's definitely kind of just jumping right into things feet first. So.
Okay. Well, this is all sounding pretty cool. What about Aspen stuff? What do you got going on at Aspen still?
Aspen, I've got one more issue of Minefield. Issue 6 getting colored right now, so it should be out. I think it's going to be in store in a couple of weeks, which is great to finish up that arc, the first volume of that. And then I'm working on Soulfire Volume 3 with them. We actually premiered issue 2 here at the booth, at the Aspen booth, and working with Jason Fabak. It's just really a high energy, big epic kind of summer fantasy adventure for her. We're focusing on Malachi, we're focusing on Grace primarily. Onyx is coming back, and she's kind of positioning herself as a major force to be reckoned with in the Soulfire universe.
All right. Well, I know you got a signing to get to, so I guess I'll let you go. But thank you so much for your time. Anything you want to say before we go?
No, absolutely. Just thank you guys, and everybody at Comic Impact. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next time.
All right, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to get all those books. I'd list them, but there was like what, 20 you got going out now?
Yeah, but yes, get them all, everyone.
Just look for JT's name. You'll want it. The end.